RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the River Bend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the River Bend.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Basketball here on Z1570. It's a doubleheader Friday night as usual. Boys basketball on the way for you, and we start right here at Alton High School Gymnasium, where it's going to be a very big crowd. It already is here because it is Alton and Edwardsville. Big rivalry game, of course. Redbirds and Tigers battling tonight, and the crowd has been filing in for an hour or two here. Saw the JV game first, and now they wait for the varsity contest. Later on tonight, we will bring you the Shells and the Oilers from Roxana. We'll have that play-by-play for you, too. Tonight here at Alton with Louis Korak, Brent Berkland with you here as we get ready for a big ball game. Two teams basically in the middle of the pack with the standings, but it is a big rivalry game, and it brings everybody out to Alton High here tonight, Louis.
We got a playoff atmosphere, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Seems like it, and you're right. It's rivalry night, not only here, but with the Shells and Oilers as well. A little rivalry night going on there as well, and all over the place tonight. A lot of the smaller school teams not playing, but these two certainly are, and boy, you're right. Look at the student section just filed all the way back. We don't usually get up here where we're at because we're up in the perch in the pigeon section, but they're back here. They're back here, darn near standing up with us. I don't know. I think you and I got the best seat in the house.
Yes, we do. Right at midcourt, back here at the top row, and the Redbird nest is filled up, and we're in a nest of our own here up at the top, and it looks like they're all standing, the Redbird nest. And looks like all 28 rows are going to be full of student section crowd here, decked out in their red. It's the Redbirds and the Tigers here tonight.
Well, and both teams have a lot to play for here. You have Edwardsville, right, like you said, 500, Alton at 1-5. I mean, they're just, forget about trying to win a conference. They're just trying to get a little bit of respectability going on there, trying to get back to their winning ways. I mean, they've lost 4 in a row. They're really licking their wounds right now and trying to get a W on the board. They are in desperate need of one. And Edwardsville, on the other hand, that's a hot team right now. They've won 5 of 6, 7 of their last 9 after they started 1-4, and they've won 6 in a row in this series. And it's been a heck of a ride for them, and I believe 7 out of 8 in the series, going back the last 4 or 5 years. And Alton would like to turn the tides in regards to that as well.
Alton High and Edwardsville High. Some fans here in their orange, of course, following the Tigers, and a lot of red here following the hometown Alton Redbirds. Back with more pregame in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland back with you here at Alton High School Gymnasium. Big crowd on a Friday night for Alton and Edwardsville, and as expected, maybe close to capacity really, as they just keep filing in here. And kind of interesting, it's rivalry week here. Last night, Alton played Edwardsville in girls basketball, in hockey, and in wrestling. Now tonight they meet in boys basketball, Redbirds and Tigers.
Cap it off with the big one, and wrestling team for Alton did well. Hey, it's a win, first time in 30 years did we see?
That's what it looks like, an amazing streak.
Yeah, and of course you had the Edwardsville girls basketball team. You know what they're all about, and that was going to be a one-sided affair. I mean, the talent there is just it's pretty obvious. And then the hockey game was a pretty competitive one. I believe the Tigers doubled them up 4-2. So
with a brawl and penalties.
Well, hey, it's a hockey game. What do you expect? I mean, they're not coming out here for a ballet recital. I mean, and here you're going to have Alton looking to even things out. 2 up and 2 down, or Tigers looking to take 3 out of 4 in the rivalry days, if you want to call them.
Redbirds look like they'll start Jaquale Townser, Bo Hart, Vontae Campbell, V. Campbell starting along with Shane Matthews and Tony Bradley. We'll get to more pregame and those starters coming up. Edwardsville and Alton, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
you don't know Jack Schmidt
in Wood River, Illinois.
Yeah!
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is fair.
Welcome back to the big show. It's Alton and Edwardsville. Tigers and Redbirds here tonight. Big crowd, as we mentioned, and you'll be able to hear them on your radio tonight or on the internet, wherever you may be. Our streaming audio tonight, taking care of a big basketball night here on Z1570. Don't forget, tomorrow, more basketball action for you. Illinois playing at Wisconsin. That's a day game tomorrow, 2 o'clock tip-off. Illinois with 2 home games next week. A couple of big ones, Michigan State and Ohio State. But tomorrow they'll play at Wisconsin here on the Big Z. And then tomorrow night, it will be Marquette at East Alton Wood River in girls basketball tomorrow night here on Z1570. But tonight, Alton and Edwardsville, followed by Wood River and Roxana. And the 2 teams back warming up, and the Redbird Pep Band continues to play. The Redbird Nest standing from floor to ceiling all the way to the last row here as we get ready for a big game tonight, and we hope it'll be a fun, entertaining night of basketball.
It was last year, wasn't it? Weren't you here for that one?
Right. Senior night.
Yeah, and right down to the wire, and you would expect maybe more of the same thing here tonight. Tigers, of course, playing well since a couple of their key cogs were dismissed from the team. And they've kind of, a lot of times, sometimes that can disband a team, but they've kind of rallied around one another, and they've made the most of that opportunity right now.
The 2 players released from the team, basically starters, one, their leading scorer, Brendan Wheeler, 21 points per game. Quincy Morgan, also dismissed from the team for violating team rules. And Coach Mike Waldo, that was just a couple of weeks ago they let them go, about Christmas time. And Edwardsville currently with a record of 8-6 overall, 3-3 in the conference. So basically a down year for the Tigers because they're used to a lot more wins at this time of the year, of course. Alton a record of 7-9, 1-5 in the conference. You look at Alton last week alone, 3 tough losses to the 3 Belleville teams. They lost to Belleville East, Belleville West was overtime, and then they lost to Alton. That was a 2-point loss for the Redbirds.
Yeah, a couple of tough defeats, and I know the one here last week was really a bitter pill to swallow. You thought you had Belleville West beat, and the last second shot wound up beating you here on your home floor. They're taking some tough ones here in the last couple of ball games and looking to right the ship here tonight.
And the starters being announced right now, and it starts with number 12, Josh White. Trey Harris, a starter tonight too. Number 15, number 20, Wesley Bush, who's now their leading scorer. Also for the Tigers, number 24, Vertus Lewis. And number 31, Garrett Covington, will be a starter tonight as well. So Lewis, White, Covington, Harris, and Bush. And again, the Redbird starters we mentioned earlier, it looks like it's going to be Townser, Hart, Campbell, that's V. Campbell, and Matthews, along with Bradley, the starting 5 for the Alton Redbirds.
So we're going to go with B and V, is that what we're going to call them?
B.J. Campbell and V. Campbell. I think Will calls them B and V or something. I don't know, but
they kind of run together, B and V. You can't really tell one from the other.
The twin Campbell brothers. And the Redbirds, we'll see if they go with their 8-9-man rotation and keep some fresh players in there against the Edwardsville Tigers, who may not be as deep as Alton, and that's a switch from years past.
Well, and then in that regard, you're probably figuring that Alton's going to want to increase the tempo and push the pace a little bit just to see how far Mike Waldo will go into that bench if his starters wind up getting tired running up and down the floor. Might be something you want to keep an eye on here tonight.
Starters being announced right now for the Redbirds, and PA man George Depper making the announcement for the team in white, trimmed in red.
Get it right, extraordinaire, PA extraordinaire.
You say that, I don't say that. So. For the Tigers, black uniforms trimmed in the orange, on the road here tonight, and again, they have plenty of fans on the far side, especially behind their team bench over there on the far side. And Coach Will Gordon and Coach Mike Waldo get ready for a battle tonight in the Southwestern Conference. And right now, O'Fallon leading the way at 6-0. Then you have Belleville West at 5-1. East St. Louis at 4-2. Then a couple of teams at 3-3. Edwardsville and Belleville East. Then Alton and Granite City at the bottom of the standings.
I like Coach G. What do you think, man? He looks all decked out down there.
He's looking sharp.
He's got his Armani suit on and...
Okay.
I don't know. Just
check the price tag.
Armani, Hugo Boss, they're all the same, right?
I don't know any of those.
I don't either. I mean, when it looks glamorous and glitzy like that, I'm thinking that's something I can't afford. But
that's true.
But you can. But
I work in radio. Come on. Redbirds and Tigers, and here we go. Tony Bradley to the center circle as he gets ready to jump it up. Vertus Lewis. Actually, Wesley Bush will step in the center circle. Bush, a 6'5" senior. Here we go. Tip one by Alton, and the Redbirds control the basketball, and it quickly goes to Bo Hart inside. No good. Rebound, Redbirds. They put it up, miss again. Now Bradley missed it, but fouled underneath, and the Redbirds attacking the basket and the offensive glass right away.
Well, they're able to push it immediately. Lewis picks up the foul, and you had there Hart. He found a little crease down that left side. He was able to take advantage of it, exploited one-on-one. Bradley's going to get a couple here to try to put his team up.
And he does, 12 seconds into the game. Leading scorer for Alton, Tony Bradley. First free throw good. Bradley shoots another. 14 points per game, and he has 2 quick free throws. And he makes it a 2-0 score. The Redbirds put some pressure on in the backcourt. Just underway. Redbirds on defense. There's a steal. Townser gives to Matthews underneath. Glass and good. Jaquale to Shane Matthews for 2.
Allen, again, pick up the tempo. And boy, there's another turnover. Quick one.
Inside, Jaquale hands the ball off, up and in. It's good. Vontae Campbell makes it 6-0.
Mike Waldo has just got his arms shrugged. He doesn't. Oh, look at this.
Steal. Campbell underneath. Layup is good. Timeout. Timeout, Edwardsville. And the Redbirds flying high. It's 8-0.
Wow. What else can you say? For 49 seconds into the game, and 3 turnovers for the Tigers. I mean, they just look totally discombobulated there, not even with any kind of ability to get the ball in against a full court press. Nobody with any kind of movement whatsoever. And those are just easy picks there. I mean, literally right underneath the basket. Make a steal and not much effort. They're nothing but layups. And just like that, Alton's got an 8-0 lead. We haven't even had a chance to blink yet.
7:11 to go in the first quarter. 8-0. Steal, bucket, steal, bucket. Campbell has 4, Matthews 2, and Bradley started it with the 2 free throws.
And Alton has taken already 6 field goals in this game before Edwardsville's even gotten the ball across midcourt.
That's true.
Think about that.
Amazing.
Oh, they're going to back off now. Why?
Redbirds will pick them up at midcourt now. And the defense almost had a steal there too. Campbell reaching in. It's black and orange basketball underneath. Loose ball goes to the Redbirds. Turnover. Here comes Hart up the floor. Tipped out of bounds. D there by Josh White. Tips it to the Edwardsville bench.
Well, the Tigers need to make something happen on the defensive end right now because Alton has got all the momentum and they're flying high right now, and they've gotten all their points but 2 off of turnovers right now, and the other 2, like you said, came from the Bradley free throw. If they get into some offensive sets here, they can really extend a big lead real early in this ball game.
Bradley will back it up, bounce it to Hart for 3. Glass and good for Bo Hart. A 3-ball.
When you're living right, you're living right. And that was definitely living right there.
Off the glass and in. Now Edwardsville back with a bucket. Wesley Bush into the lane to hit it, and it's 11-2. Double dribble on Alton. They jump out to an 11-0 lead, and now it's Edwardsville ball again at 11-2.
That's just Hart going a little quicker pace than maybe you'd like. I mean, you couldn't have imagined getting this big of a lead.
Inside, no good, but Townser with a foul as Josh White went to the rack there, and Townser will pick up our first Alton foul of the night. And to the line goes White. He is a 6'1" junior.
Just an open pass there, and he had an open lane to the basket. Took it strong. Townser was able to catch up, but did commit the foul.
In the air, in and out, no good. First one is missed. Next one for White to make it 11-3. We'll see if it goes. It's in the air. It's off the rim. No good. He missed them both. 2 minutes into the game. Alton ball. Well, Marquette not playing tonight. CM not playing tonight. Their head coaches are here tonight. Steve Medford and Ty Locks.
Why not? Taking a good one, huh?
Part of this big crowd. Campbell inside. Missed it. Bradley with a rebound. No good. Now Campbell's turn, and he's fouled underneath. More offensive glass for the Redbirds.
Well, Edwardsville better get some bodies down underneath because they're contesting the shots, but nobody crashing the glass there either. And Alton already with 5 offensive rebounds. It's a good sign for them if they're able to win that part of the game.
Campbell at the free throw line. He's got a couple of buckets here, and now his free throw is good. And the lead moves back to 10 at 12-2. The Redbirds with incredible start here against Edwardsville, more than they could have imagined, that's for sure.
Well, Lewis picked up his second foul, so something to keep an eye on there.
Another free throw coming up for Vontae Campbell. It's good. 13-2. Another 11-point lead. 13-2 Redbirds, and here come the Tigers. There's a steal, 3-on-1. Townser to Hart, no good, but a foul. A foul is called on Covington there. As again, a steal. It might have been Campbell who went to Townser, then to Hart, and Hart was fouled.
Mike Waldo, I'll tell you what, I've known him for a long time, and I haven't seen him as animated as I am right now. His team is just not in this game whatsoever here. And I'll tell you what, they better get into gear, because if they don't, this Alton team right now is focused and flying high.
Hart misses the first free throw. Redbirds were 4 for 4 before that miss. 13-2 Redbirds over the Tigers here early on. This one's good. 1 for 2 and 4 for Hart.
Here comes the full court press once again.
The lead a dozen now, largest lead of the early part of this game. 5:25 to go in the first quarter. Tigers have it. Backdoor cut inside, and it rolls in, and a blocking foul is called. Kind of a late whistle there as the ball rolled in, and Campbell with a foul.
Yeah, that was late. I thought it was just going to be a good basket, and I would have been perfectly fine with no call there. Just let him play. Wasn't a block, wasn't a charge, not much of anything, but the side official over here comes in and makes the call.
Josh White, who missed a couple of free throws a moment ago, will try for a three-point play, and it's good this time. 14-5 on the three-point play by Edwardsville. We have a 9-point game. Quayle, Townser with the ball.
And we still haven't played. We haven't even played 3 minutes yet in this game.
Nope. A lot has happened already. Inside, traveling called to the baseline, and a travel on Campbell. He turns it over to Edwardsville. Redbirds with a couple of turnovers, and now Tigers send it in. Long pass to White. He will spin back, kick it to the three-point line. The three ball is off the mark. Townser with a rebound. That three missed by Bush. Townser all the way down. Wild shot. Missed it. Bradley up. No good. Blocked away. Tony goes for the loose ball. And a foul is called.
I think they called him out of bounds.
I think it's going to be out of bounds and Edwardsville ball. Dorian Scruggs in for Bo Hart. Alton's first substitution.
Yeah, I think one of the Alton players didn't see who it was when he touched the basketball. Feet were out of bounds, and that will give the ball back to Edwardsville.
Here comes Josh White. He bounces it over the timeline to Trey Harris. Now into the corner, Wesley Bush. Bush dumps it down to White. Townser there, but White lays it in on the left side.
Good work there. They're able to utilize two-man play right down on the baseline. Good execution there. White with 5 points. Looks like Edwardsville settling in a little bit now. 5 in a row.
Campbell's jumper in and out, no good, and over the back. Edwardsville looks like, because Matthews had some position under there. Over the back is Trey Harris, his first.
Again, just not a good job on the defensive glass in the first almost 4 minutes of this first quarter. For Edwardsville, that's got to improve drastically for them.
They called the foul on 25, I guess, instead of 15. So Cropper, I guess, with the foul.
Okay.
Looked like there were some Tigers over the back there, and they'll catch one of them. And now turning the ball over, palming the ball is Townser. Another Alton turnover. They lead Edwardsville, though, 14-7.
Well, they've picked up a couple of turnovers in the last few possessions here, and you want to keep riding that momentum you have. You don't want to settle into a plateau right now. Is this Edwardsville team good enough to come back on you? They've got the athletes out there to do it. You want to keep that high tempo that Alton started off with.
There's Bush leaning inside. He'll kick it back to the three-point line. It is Cropper, the junior, to White. Three ball, good. Josh White keeping the Tigers in it. Now we have a timeout for Coach Gordon. It's 14-10 with that three ball.
Well, and a quick 8-0 run here, and all 8 points coming off the hands of White. Suddenly 14-2 has turned into 14-10, and Coach Gordon wanting to settle the troops down.
30-second timeout, quick timeout here for Coach Gordon, and Both cheerleaders teams here on the court. Edwardsville's cheerleaders, black and orange. Alton's cheerleaders, black and red. On the floor, getting this big crowd a show tonight and get him riled up even more. It's a loud crowd to start. 3:37 to go here in the first quarter. Redbirds ball. They lead it 14-10 over the Edwardsville Tigers. It's Bradley and Townser, Matthews, Scruggs, and Campbell in the game. Actually, Chris Lawrence now in the game for Alton. Number 22 steps onto the floor, a sophomore. Matthews to the center circle and Townser. Townser driving to the right, back to the left it goes. Matthews gives to Lawrence. Lawrence to the baseline. Scruggs, short jumper, no good. Edwardsville with the rebound. 3:05 to go in the first quarter.
Decent look there. Got to draw some iron at least out of it. Not much of anything.
Scruggs left it short. Edwardsville the other way. Jumper no good. Tigers tip it out. Redbirds come back.
Covington with the shot just off that left elbow there.
Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Alton with a quick start, 11-0 lead, and then 14-2. Scruggs to the baseline, missed an open layup under there, but Bradley's going to follow it up and in.
He's been hard on the offensive glass so far. He's got 3 of them after the Scruggs miss.
16-10, Redbirds now. 2:20 to go, first quarter. They back up Bradley down under the basket. Fadeaway missed there by Wesley Bush. Townser with the rebound.
Good defense by Bradley. He was able to push him away from the basket. That was what was key. Bush tried to back down on him and couldn't do it.
Townser to the glass. Little left-hand layup. Good for Townser.
4 in a row for Alton now, and they've gone back up by 8. Make good on their last couple of possessions. Good dribble drive for Townser. Takes it all the way to the rack.
Redbirds with 5 different scorers, and there's a 10-second call. Edwardsville stuck in the backcourt. Alton high ball.
They've had trouble this entire quarter getting the ball just across the midcourt stripe. They haven't been in any kind of rhythm at all. Alton, every time they go into that full court press, and that one was not so much the entire full court. They went into about a 3/4 court press there. Once again, the Tigers just having trouble getting into a half-court set offense. Alton with the ball right back. Chance to go back up by double digits.
James Charles into the game now, number 5 for Alton High. Townser to Scruggs. Scruggs back out to Jaquale. He's in the center circle now, 1:30 to go, first quarter. Now to Charles, thought about a 3, looking for Bradley. Nice bounce to Tony Bradley, then the double team comes. He gives it up to Townser, top of the key.
That's all right, as long as you don't turn it over. If you sense that double team coming, make sure you find the open man, and he was able to do it.
Scruggs lost it on his hip, traveling as he had the dribble and then had it pinned to his hip there. He turns it over.
4 turnovers now for the Redbirds. 1:10 to go.
Alton on defense, leading 18-10. That's our score here in the first quarter. Winding down, we're at the 1-minute mark. Inside, they give the ball, and missed shot there underneath by Ivory Watts. Watts into the game with a short shot, but he missed it.
He had a good look, just a little baby hook. Didn't put enough on it, right out, grazed off the front of the iron, falls short.
Redbirds ball, and Townser to Charles. Now Lawrence in the corner, missed the shot, rebound Tigers. Edwardsville the other way quickly. They'll stop at the 3-point line. The 3 ball way off the mark. The follow is up and in though. Wesley Bush for 2.
He's got 4 points in the game. 3-point ball was well short.
18-12. Charles for 3. It's no good. Scruggs crashing the rebound, but Back the other way, it's Edwardsville. Inside, finger roll, no good. Bradley has it. 5 seconds to go. Alton ball, top of the key. Scruggs for 3 at the buzzer. In and out. Oh, and he missed it. It rattled in and out, and Alton's lead after 1 quarter is 18-12 over Edwardsville. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
Full house here, or close to it. A packed house at Alton High School Gymnasium tonight for the Edwardsville Tigers and the Alton Redbirds. And after 1 quarter, we have a score of 18-12. Louis Korak and Brent Birkland back with you, and Redbirds off to a quick start here at home.
Yeah, Tigers pulled within 4, and now trailing by 6. Boy, they were down 14-2 at one time.
Left side, 3 balls going up. Edwardsville missed it. Hart back in the game, and he has the rebound. Bo Hart the other way. Redbirds ball. Townser with it to start the second quarter. First possession for Alton High in this period. Charles, Hart, Lawrence, Bradley, and Townser for Alton High. Here's Bo Hart. Skipping it to the right. Townser for 3. Way off the mark. Hart the rebound. Bo Hart lays it in.
Right now, the offensive glass is what's really getting it done for Alton, because they're winning that battle by a landslide. Majority of the times with the possession so far, Edwardsville's one and done. Alton getting second and third opportunities, and they're making it count right now.
Just quicker to the loose ball and doing some hustling away from the ball. Here's the 3 going up. It's good. 3 ball by Wesley Bush of Edwardsville. 20-15 in favor of Alton now.
Well, he misconnected on his first couple of opportunities from beyond the arc. That time, not bad defense at all. It was a hand in his face. He's just able to knock the shot down. Not much you can do with that.
Well, the Redbirds make a couple of changes. Bradley out, Charles out. Fonte Campbell and Shane Matthews come in. They're in there with Townser, Lawrence, and Hart. Kind of a small lineup at the moment for Alton High. Top of the key, it is Vontae Campbell to Matthews. Now Lawrence has it. Chris Lawrence out to Shane Matthews. Now Hart to Townser. Left corner, Jaquale Townser. Bo Hart driving free throw line. Matthews for 3. It's good! Right side 3 ball for Shane Matthews.
Probably Alton's best offensive set there. They moved the ball around well. Everybody got to touch the basketball. Did not force anything, which is something that they like to do. They like to force the action. That time they were very patient. Got Matthews with a good look, and he knocks the 3 down.
3 the other way. Edwardsville, no. Rebound Tigers, though. Harris back up. And he missed it, but a blocking foul on Shane Matthews on that offensive rebound.
Well, for one of the first few times, Matthews does pick up his first foul. One of the few times Edwardsville is able to get to an offensive rebound.
Our score, Alton 23, Edwardsville 15. 8-point game. And the free throw is good by number 15, Trey Harris. 35 comes in for Alton High. That's Abasa Brown.
Trey Harris, his uncle was a pretty good player for that team at one time, wasn't he? John Harris, remember that name?
Yes, I do. Trey hits 1 out of 2. He made the first one. Missed the second free throw. Alton ball, they lead it by 7. Second quarter. 5:45 to go in the second period. Here's Chris Lawrence driving in. Kicks it to Brown. Brown with Matthews and Hart at the three-point line. Here's V. Campbell, though. V hands it off to Shane Matthews now. Back to Brown, and they'll reset it between the circles. Alton leading 23-16. Here's Campbell with it. Down low to Lawrence, knocked away. It goes to Hart, and he is fouled as he went up for a shot. The right side, outside of the lane.
From behind, somebody got him, and it's Bush.
First foul for him. And that would be 6 team fouls, I believe.
No, 5.
5?
We gave Harris does not have a foul.
Hart hits the free throw, 24-16. And he'll have another, and he's filling up the score sheet already with 7 points. Make it 8-2 for Hart. And the Redbirds put the press on in the backcourt again, leading by 9 again. 25-16 Alton. And timeout, Coach Mike Waldo of Edwardsville. He wants a short 30-second timeout here. So we'll keep it here with Alton bouncing that lead back to 25-16.
Yeah, they've scored 11 out of the last 17 to stretch it out once again. Tigers went on an 8-0 run to get it to back within the 4. 5:14 to go in the half, so a long way to go yet here. You got to like the way this Redbirds team is playing so far. 4 turnovers in the game. They did only shoot 6 for 19 in that first quarter, but they were able to get to the free throw line, and they were able to crash the offensive glass. A couple of key elements that helped them get that first quarter lead, and they've been able to maintain that here in the second quarter.
5:14 to go. And Edwardsville ball. Redbirds looking to play some more D right in front of Coach Gordon here. And out high to give the ball to Garrett Covington. 6'3" sophomore. 3 ball way off the mark, out of bounds. Alton ball.
And that's Bush again. And is that the bird nest letting him hear it?
Letting him know that it was an air ball. I think he knows.
I think we know too.
But yes.
Even if we weren't paying attention, we'd know.
Nothing but air that time. And out high. It is Abasa Brown. Brown's going to hold the ball at midcourt. This is Edwardsville Tiger basketball, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Not 4 corners quite yet.
4 corners, yeah.
Not yet, but they're holding it near the center line, near the center circle, and here's Bo Hart. Hart looking back to the top. He has the basketball with Alton leading. 4:15 to go, second quarter. Brown to the baseline. Matthews has it. Shane Matthews bounces it back out to Brown now.
Oh, they
down
had that
low
work
underneath, and Lawrence lays it in from Matthews to Lawrence.
Boy, you could see that develop. 3 seconds before it happened, they left Matthews alone in the corner, and it isolated a 2-on-1, and he was very unselfish, dumping it off to Lawrence for an easy basket.
Little triangle offense almost there. 3:45 to go. They'll try another 3 way off the mark, and Edwardsville will follow it up and in. And the shooter, Wesley Bush, will get a 2 instead of a 3.
And he's taken a couple of wild shots.
Not close.
No. Air ball in that one well off the bottom of the backboard, but stuck with it and was able to get the basket to get it within 9 once again.
Bo Hart for 3. He missed it off the back iron. Rebound Edwardsville. It's 27-18. 27-18 score. Redbirds have led by double digits here. First quarter and second quarter. Backdoor cut. White couldn't grab it. Off of Josh White. Alton ball. Campbell with some good D there. And now Tony Bradley comes in. And B.J. Campbell for the first time checks in. So we have Matthews, B.J. Campbell, Bradley, Brown, and Hartz on the floor. Townsend's still sitting. Scruggs still sitting for the moment. for the Redbirds. Bo Hart backs it up. 2:50 to go, first half. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Redbirds and Tigers here. Shells and Oilers coming up later on tonight. Game 2 of our Friday night doubleheader. And at halftime, we are scheduled to be joined by Marquette basketball coach Steve Medford up here in the perch.
So I'm getting kicked out of the booth. Is that what you're saying?
Find a seat. Good
Where?
Luck. Good luck. 27-18 as Edwardsville tips a pass out. And here's Jaquale Townser back in.
I'm going to take Gonzalez's chair. He's not even using it.
Danny Boy, he never sits. He never rests. Here's B.J. Campbell to Abassa Brown. 2:15 to go till halftime. Redbirds being patient again. Bradley for 3. It's off the rim, no good. He'll save it though to Townser. He saves it to Townser. Redbird ball.
Great hustle there by Bradley.
Here's Shane Matthews down to Bradley.
Because I thought he initially took a poor shot there.
Shane for 3. Good again. Shane Matthews, same spot, right side.
And it's 12 again, matching the biggest lead of the game.
30-18. Redbirds by a dozen. Here's a steal by B.J. Campbell. It's Alton ball.
Make it slow the pace down here a little bit, down to a $1:30 to go. Or should I say 90 seconds?
Either way. 1:30 remaining as Brown has it at the three-point line.
Yeah, that's a touch foul there.
Hand check by Bush. His second foul.
Not a good foul to get.
Redbirds have B.J. Campbell, Matthews, Bradley, Townser, and Brown on the floor. And another Redbird steps to the scorer's table. That is 44, John Golly. Jonathan Golly, a junior. But right now, Redbirds have the basketball in the front court. 1 minute to go till halftime. Here's Jaquale Townser with it. Townser to Bradley. Bradley, left elbow. Back to the basket. Now facing the basket. Gives to Campbell. Now Brown for 3. It's no good. Rebound. Shane Matthews with an offensive rebound. He tried to slam it off a Tiger leg, but Edwardsville coming out of there with it. As he was falling, maybe leaning out of bounds, and now Edwardsville for the last shot.
That's Alton's first turnover this quarter, believe it or not.
That's hard to believe.
It's a good thing.
Real good thing. Covington, down low it goes. Trey Harris on the baseline.
Look at Coach G. He wants to get in there, doesn't he?
Put me in, Coach. 12 seconds to go. Tigers down by 12, and they will get the last shot as they wanted. Here's Josh White.
Better run an offense here.
Leans in, missed the shot. Offensive foul. Bradley takes the charge.
Good defense there. They waited way too long to run that set. There's about 5.5 seconds left when White, who picks up his first foul, he gets the ball, just waited way too long to start running with it and executing that.
1.5 to go. The Redbirds go the length of the floor. Bradley from 3/4 court. Glass, rim, no good. He missed it, and the Redbird fans with a standing ovation at halftime. It's Alton 30, Edwardsville 18. Back with the halftime in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready. She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer more than savings accounts, checking accounts, money markets, loans, and IRAs. They also offer a Visa Platinum Card, which rewards their members with low rates, no annual fees, no hidden fees, no balance transfer fees, built-in safety features to protect your card from fraud, and a reward program which rewards you for every purchase you make. Apply today for a First Mid-America Credit Union Visa Platinum Card at www.1stmidamerica.org.
And the Redbirds out to an 11-0 lead. Couple of 12-point leads, and they have one right now matching their largest of the half.
Well, and again, they were able to weather the storm because you knew Edwardsville was going to make some sort of a run at them, and still a long way to go here, so this isn't over by any means. But they were able to weather that storm when Edwardsville was able to pull within 4. They got back going once again. They were able to knock some shots down, crash the boards, and sure enough, they stretch it back out to 12, and right now a good half, even though they only shot 10 of 28 in the first half. It wasn't the greatest shooting performance in that first half, but offensive rebounds, and you forced 9 turnovers, and they converted the majority of those turnovers into baskets, and that's what's really gotten them out to a lead.
And for Edwardsville, they have only 3 scorers. Bush has 9, White has 8, and then Harris with 1 point. You look at the Redbirds, they have 6 different scorers. Matthews has 8, Hart with 8, and Bradley 4, Campbell, Vontae Campbell with 6, but Matthews with a couple of big threes there in that second quarter.
Yeah, and 8 points in the game for him, and again, those threes came at very timely opportunities, very much needed. 3 balls are never bad shot when you can get them to go in, and he hit a couple of them late there in that quarter, was able to extend the lead. Now it's up to Alton to continue to play discipline. They've only turned the ball over 5 times, and again, they didn't have that. 4 of them came in the first quarter. That 5th one didn't come until under a minute left in that second quarter, so they took care of the basketball very good. It's up to them now. Continue to stay disciplined, continue to stay under control. Keep doing the things you did in that first half. Force turnovers and crash the glass. They'll come out of here with a win.
Shane Matthews, just looking it up here, 5.8 points per game normally, so about 6 points per game on the year for him. And tonight, again, 8 points at halftime with those 2 threes. Bo Hart with 8 points here at halftime, and the 2 teams huddle up. Coach Gordon of Alton, Coach Waldo of Edwardsville, and we get ready for the second half of action as this big crowd settles in again, except for the Redbird nest. They're all standing in the student section down to our right here. Again, from floor to ceiling, about 25 rows of students here for the Redbirds. Packed house.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RobertsMotors.com.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
30-18, the Redbirds over the Tigers, and we get ready for the third quarter. It's Alton basketball, and it's Hart, Townser, Matthews, Bradley, and Campbell. That would be Vontae Campbell. Here we go. Jaquel Townser with the basketball. Left side, Bo Hart with it now. To Bradley, back to Hart. Just underway, second half. Backdoor cut there, and Bradley missed a one-handed little layup there. Maybe even a dunk attempt, but no good.
Got to knock that down.
30-18. Alton with a 12-point lead. Backdoor cut. Bo Hart got his hand on the pass. It still got through. The Tigers missed the shot. Little reverse layup by Bush. No good.
That's a shot, too, that Bush has got it knocked down as well, even though you're looking at a reverse. But
Redbirds turn it over. Tigers ball. Josh White up the floor.
So they turn it over in the last minute of the second quarter, first minute here in the third quarter.
Black and orange basketball. Matthews with a hold away from the ball.
Pretty easy call there, but that's only the fourth foul on Alton in the game. It's very unusual. It's usually a pretty physical game, and they've both been able to restrain themselves here tonight.
And a whistle as they throw it in, and going to be another foul on the Red.
Campbell.
Number 15, Vontae Campbell, foul number 2.
I got to remember, I can't just say Campbell here, right?
True. The Campbell twins not out there together normally, but it is Vontae out there now. Edwardsville tried to throw it in. 5-second call. Turnover. It's Alton ball.
No excuse for those. None.
Under your own basket.
No. They turned it over 3 times like that in that first quarter. And this is a fourth where you just can't even get the ball in. No excuse for those.
Redbirds ball on offense. Jaquale Townser to Bo Hart. Devin Hart. Jaquale Townser out high. 6:40 to go. Third quarter. Shane Matthews playing catch with Townser out near the timeline.
Mike Waldo wants them to play pressure and pressure them up high, and they're just sagging back. And Alton will take that anytime. They're up by 12. They're in no hurry.
Bradley down low to Campbell. Threw it away. In traffic there under the basket. Hart steals it back. Alton ball. Campbell jumper. No good. Edwardsville tipped it out of bounds. Redbirds still have it under their own basket. Alton ball.
A little sloppy to start here for both teams, huh?
Just a little.
That's what halftime will do to you.
Slow things down, and now timeout, Coach Gordon. As Alton couldn't get the ball in, they'll use a 30-second timeout here in the third quarter. JV game earlier tonight, won by Edwardsville. 58-41, they won that game over Alton High, JV. Tonight, later on, you'll hear the Shells and the Oilers from Roxana High School. And also later on, after the game, we'll announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game.
Tough pick right now.
Flip a coin. Then we'll see.
I got one. You want to use this quarter? About all I got.
Well, later we'll get to that quick hitter. After the ball game, 6:19 to go, third quarter here. Townser, left corner, back to Matthews. Alton throwing it around on offense here. Left side, Townser again. To the free throw line, now Vo for 3. Hart missed it, rebound, tipped around. Edwardsville has it. Tigers quickly out of there with it. 2-on-1 if they hurry, but they hold it up. And now they dump it down low to the block. Inside, shot rolls in. Lewis for 2.
He finally dents the twine for the first time. You like that?
I like that. And it's 30-20 now.
What do you think, Gonzo? You like that? That's a little basketball slang for you there.
Slang. Townser with the basketball. Double team, gives to Bradley. Bradley to the baseline. Glass and good. Tony Bradley.
That's just taking an initiative there where you find a little bit of a seam. Took advantage of it down that right baseline. Slashes hard with authority to the basket. And a little kiss off the glass.
Covington down low, into the paint it goes, and it's going to be a push there. Bradley. Offensive foul on Wesley Bush.
Oh, it is.
Bush with a little elbow and a little shoulder in there, and really that could have been a no call at all.
Yeah. I was marking it down on Bradley. I figured they were going to call it on Bradley, and I was going to say why, but should have left that alone.
Coach Mike Waldo in the ear of the referee. That's 3 fouls on Bush.
Yeah.
Here's Bradley out to Townser. 3 ball. It's off the rim. Tipped around by Campbell. He's there. And they tie it up, I believe. It's going to be a jump ball. We'll see. Vontae Campbell was skying for the rebound. And they're going to give Campbell the foul. So a questionable call on each end, really. Bush and Campbell.
So is that, we just gave you one back? Is that what you call that?
The old makeup call?
I think so.
3 fouls now on Vontae Campbell.
And 3 on Alton.
And Matthews with a foul away from the ball.
Man. Man, oh man. Now he's got 3.
The Redbirds again a little deeper, but those are 2 of their main cogs tonight.
Wow.
Vontae Campbell and Shane Matthews.
Coach Gordon's going to have to get one or both of them on the bench, at least one of them.
Scruggs to the scorer's table. Brown to the scorer's table. Top of the key, long 2, no good. Tipped around, Campbell saves it. Nope, he's on the inline. It's Edwardsville ball with 4:27 to go, third period. Scruggs and Brown in for Matthews and Campbell.
Well, that's Covington there, and he just has not been able to find any kind of rhythm tonight. He's 0 for 3 from the field. Scoreless in the game.
For the Tigers, Bush stays in with 3 fouls, and he misses at 3. Wesley Bush.
Not a good shot.
Off the inbounds. Here's Bradley kicking it to Brown. 3 ball. Good! Abasa Brown for 3.
He makes his presence known well.
3 ball for number 35, and now we have a whistle on the other end. It's going to be an Alton foul on Bradley. It'll be his first. And that got the Redbirds back to a lead of 35-20, thanks to that 3 by, as George Depper just said, Downtown Brown. Inside, shot missed, rebound Bradley, and traveling called as he grabbed the rebound and fell to the ground. Midway through the third quarter, 4:02 to go. A lot of whistles here in the third period.
I remember the Downtown Brown on MTV one time. Remember her?
Yes.
Julie.
You probably don't remember Downtown Freddie Brown. Seattle Supersonics.
Hey, you got me on that one.
Too old for you.
When I think Seattle Supersonics, I'm thinking Jack Sikma. There you go. What do you think, Danny G?
We're going old school now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Brown with an Alton foul. That'll be his first. Redbirds have the ball back, though. 35-20, their lead. Largest lead at 15 over Edwardsville. 3:45 remaining, third quarter. Here's Jaquale Townser into the lane. Nice feed to Scruggs. Behind the back, he fed it to Scruggs for 2. Thought Edwardsville might want a timeout, but no, they're down by 17 now.
Quickly, this is starting to get away from the visitors.
3 ball, Bush, no good. Long rebound, Bo Hart, Alton ball.
This is just so un-Edwardsville-like, but then again, it's a completely different team, but really relying on that 3 ball more than I've ever seen.
It's really not a set play. They're just coming down and firing them up. Not many passes at all. They just throw up the 3s. Now Alton turns it over. Bradley with a travel. Redbirds 37, Tigers 20. Goes to the corner and Bush. Back out high. Covington with it. Bounces it into the lane.
Alton's defense is really good here tonight.
Free throw line jumper way off the mark. Rebound, Chris Lawrence of Alton High. Lawrence to Townser, Redbirds ball.
Edwardsville getting nothing easy shot-wise in this game.
20 points for the Tigers. Underneath Townser. Nice feed back to Brown, off the rim and in. It's good. It's 39-20. Timeout Edwardsville. Back at Alton High in a moment. Redbirds by 19. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
This is an important message.
Back live at Alton High. Redbirds 39-20 over the Edwardsville Tigers. It's been a long time since Alton beat Edwardsville in boys basketball, and probably a long time since they've blown out the Tigers. Here's the three, though, the other way, and Josh White for Edwardsville hits the tray.
That was just big from a morale standpoint. I mean, you had to stop the bleeding somehow, and still a long way to go, but you have to work. You have to get to a starting point. That was a pretty good one there.
Redbirds turn it over, too. Out of bounds it goes. First time into the game, number 13, Tyler McLemore for Alton. But Alton with a bad pass there, and they throw it away.
There's still 1:53 to go here in this third quarter. Edwardsville's probably thinking if they can maybe get this down to 10, they'll feel better about the fourth quarter.
Trey Harris with an air ball. Layup good, though. On the follow, it's laid in by Lewis for two.
Well, he was in the right place at the right time there, because that shot by Harris just was not very good at all, but Lewis just happened to be in the right spot to catch that thing.
Lawrence missed the jumper. Rebound. Tigers, nothing but Edwardsville under the basket for that rebound. Redbirds not getting those offensive rebounds as much here in the third quarter. Left side, Josh White has it. Out to Lewis. Now to Covington. Gives it high to Lewis. Down low. Townser with a steal, and then a foul called from behind.
I think that's going to be Bush.
Bush with number 4.
I think so.
Number 20 picks up his 4th foul, and they took a gamble rolling the dice, keeping him out there with 3.
When you're down by 19, though, Mike Waldo's hand is really forced there because he hasn't used a lot of his bench, and he doesn't use a lot of his bench. He gambled and did not pay off, so when do you get him back in that fourth quarter?
There's a ball kicked out of bounds. 47.6 seconds to go, third period. Alton with the lead. 39-25. Redbirds by 14. Townser into Lawrence. 3 ball. It's off the rim and in. It bounces high off the rim and drops right through.
You gotta love it when you can get the bounces to go your way.
Those home rims, 42-25.
Good basketball tends to feed that too.
Tigers with a 3. Scruggs with a block there at the 3-point line. Harris follows it up. No good. Now a layup is up and in. Covington for 2.
Finally, he's able to get on the board.
10 seconds to go, third quarter. Redbirds by 15. Townser, top of the key, looking for help. Bounces it to Brown. Brown fires a 3 at the buzzer. No good. Alton's lead is 42-27 at the end of 3. And another big ovation from the big crowd here in Redbird Country. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
you don't know Jay Schmidt!
In Wood River, Illinois.
Yeah!
Crowd watching the Redbirds lead it 42-27. After 3 quarters, they hold a double-digit lead at 15 points, Louis.
Another quarter where they were able to stretch the lead out and got off to a good start. Really played well at the start of that third quarter. Did not allow Edwardsville to get into any kind of a rhythm and did not allow them to get some momentum themselves. You do that, you fuel their fire a little bit, gives them a little bit of an edge maybe going into the second half of, or the fourth quarter of this game. Alton was able to put the clamps down. They were able to get out to a 19-point lead, really do it with authority, and right now they have an advantage of 15 going into the fourth quarter.
42-27, Alton with a 15-point lead. Fourth period is underway. Edwardsville ball, Trey Harris with it. Harris backing it up, guarded by Lawrence, and he fires it out to Wesley Bush, who's back in the game. His shot blocked by Bradley. The follow is no good, but a foul on Alton underneath the basket, and it's going to be on number 23, Bradley, it looks like. Second foul on Tony B.
It's only 2 fouls, so he's not really in any danger, but Edwardsville will shoot the bonus the rest of the way because Alton already now at 17 fouls. Tigers only with 2.
Free throw off the mark, another one coming here. .7:35 to go in the ball game. Tigers with a free throw. It's up and good. 1 out of 2 for Lewis. 5 points.
All in the second half.
It's 42-28 now. Alton ball with the lead. Here's a foul on Harris jumping over the back of Lawrence.
Well, they're going to have to take some chances now because 7:23 to go in the game. They're down by 14 points. You really have to make some things happen because you can't afford to allow Alton to sit on the basketball and just continue to run time. You know Coach Gordon, he will.
Bo Hart in the corner, 3 ball, no. Shane Matthews up, he is shot blocked away. Tigers ball.
Good defense there.
7:11 to go in the game. Josh White in the front court. Edwardsville ball, skip pass to the near side, and Trey Harris. Now down low it goes. Underneath, back to the 3-point line though. White hits another 3. 3 ball, timeout, Edwardsville.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
It's 42-31.
Well, he's keeping them in this game and within striking distance. He's hit a trio of threes now, and That's what I said. Now, Edwardsville has scored the first 4 points of this fourth quarter. You don't want to give them any life here because they already showed the capability. They made a quick 8-0 run to make it a game early on. You don't want to give them that run capability here because there's still 6:56 to go, a lot of time in this basketball game. Can't rest on your laurels now.
A lot of time left here at Alton High School Gymnasium. A lot of familiar faces here tonight in the crowd, big crowd, including a teacher that got a great award. Mrs. Brave here at Alton High School was the Illinois State Teacher of the Year, and she's up for one of the finalists for the National Teacher of the Year. My brother called me today and said he heard her name on WGN radio in Chicago today. And
did he hear your name for Sports Director of the Year?
He didn't hear my name, just her name.
Of the country, man. You know, you're up for the country award.
Just the name Brave, not Birkland. 6:35 to go. Scruggs for three. It's no good. Alton ball. There's Bradley. Offensive rebound, and Bradley lays it in.
Surprise, surprise. Another offensive rebound, and it's been a big part of this game.
44-31. Alton by 13 again, thanks to Bradley. And it is a team effort tonight. Bradley 8, Matthews 8, Hart has 8. Vontae Campbell with 6, Brown with 5. Up and down the lineup. Jump shot, good there. Lewis from the left elbow with a smooth jumper.
They're going to have to get into some sort of a full court press here because this double-digit lead and continuing to sit back and let Alton dictate the play is not conducive to what they really want to do here. They need to force some turnovers.
Bradley back to Hart, now to Townser as the Redbirds pass it around nicely here. Townser to Scruggs, he's open underneath, lays it up and in.
Good ball movement.
Timeout called here. An official's timeout. I think they wanted to make sure Townser was okay. He started limping back on defense.
I didn't see what happened.
Scruggs with a bucket underneath.
Danny G, where's our instant replay monitor so we can see that again? We're working on that?
We're working on that.
Okay.
8 Redbirds have scored now, I believe, on the sheet.
Because you know when they get instant replay in basketball, they're going to be looking to us for that.
Traveling call down the side of the lane. Matthews with some D on Trey Harris.
Right? We're going to be the instant replay booth.
Come over here and grab all the equipment. 5:14 to go in the ball game here at Alton High School.
I can see it now. RiverBender's going to have basket cam. What do you think?
Oh, sure. Till the basketball hits and slams it and breaks it into pieces.
All right.
Here's Bradley to Bo Hart. Redbird Nest making some more noise here, the student section. Shane Matthews, 3, good, right corner, Shane for 3 more.
Well, they're trying to stick the dagger in the Tigers' hearts right now, and that's just a wide open look.
As they spread the floor, here comes Harris, glass and good for the Tigers. First field goal for Harris.
Yeah, it's been quiet tonight.
49-35, Redbirds still up by 14 points. Jaquale Townser into the lane, finger roll, no good. Almost had his own rebound, but the Tigers' Ivory Watts with it.
Townser's had a quiet night, only 2 points.
Down low, underneath it goes, and a blocking foul on Tony Bradley. That'll be 3 on him.
Lewis will go to the line for 2. The way it's looking right now, Alton's going to break that 4-game losing streak, but never know, 4:11 to go. But every time Edwardsville tries to punch, the Redbirds have been able to counter-punch them, stretch that lead back out.
4:11 to go, free throw, good. It's Lewis with the first free throw. Redbirds have 6 players that have 5 or more points.
That's good.
Good balance. And another free throw for Lewis. 49-37. He made them both. It's a 12-point game.
Now Edwardsville going full court, sort of. Well, they were.
Tigers have 3 team fouls. Alton with 8
That's
fouls.
what I'm saying. They could afford to be aggressive here.
Yeah. To try to...
I'm really surprised.
Make a pick or two here.
Yeah.
Matthews to Townser. Shaquille Townser back to Matthews. He wasn't looking.
Boy, it was a perfect pass, too.
He was open for a moment. Edwardsville ball, 3:43 to go in the game. 12-point game. Josh White calling for the ball. Instead, they go down low. Shot missed, but over the back of Matthews is number 22, Ivory Watts.
Well, he went up hard for that one.
Air ball down on the block first.
That's their first miss of the quarter. 3:35 to go. Here it is. They're going to go full court. They've got to. I mean, they really have no choice.
And bringing in some new players, some fresh legs to do that, like Jaleel Joshua, sophomore. And number 4 checks in, who's not on the score sheet, the roster sheet.
Look at Townser. Look at that athleticism there.
Townser leaping into the air, and then he's fouled as he grabbed that errant pass, really.
Saved a bad pass. Skyward.
Foul on Joshua, number 1.
You remember you used to get airborne like that, right? Then you'd wake up and realize that was a dream.
Have to be a real tall ladder. There's a timeout by Alton. The Redbirds could not get it in. No, it's a 5-second call. No timeout. So it's a turnover to the Tigers. Alton leading by 12.
Coach G wanted that timeout. Thought he had it before the 5. I guess not.
Vontae Campbell back into the game for defense. Him and Lawrence, Townser, Matthews, and Bradley. So here we go. Redbirds man-to-man defense. 3:23 to go in the game. Harris down low. Edwardsville turns it over. Out of bounds as Lewis could not handle the pass.
He's got to catch that ball because if he catches it on the run, he's got an easy layup. I know there's a little bit of heat behind it, but you've got to expect the ball to come in there with some authority.
Redbirds playing their 17th game of the year, and tomorrow night they'll jump into the Jerseyville tournament, play Jerseyville tomorrow evening.
They had trouble with the Panthers this year, remember that?
Yes, indeed. Had a great fourth quarter to win the game up in Jersey.
Yeah, they were losing that game all the way up until about the last 3 minutes.
There's an Edwardsville foul with 3:11 to go in the game. That's their 6th team foul now, and there's another with 3:11 to go.
And now both teams will be shooting. Joshua picks up that one. It's going to be...
Who's at the line?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Looks like it's going to be...
Vontae Campbell.
Campbell.
Vontae. Free throws, and he hasn't shot many on the year, according to the sheet here. 1 out of 5. .3:11 to go, and in and out, missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Alton still leading, 49-37. 3 minutes to go now in the game. Here's a jump shot there, and Edwardsville gets the roll. Covington for 2 on the left elbow.
It's a 10-point game, 2:50 to go. Alton's still in good shape, but still a little work to do to close this out.
Wow. And the Redbirds getting a timeout there.
Look at Michael. He's going to get a technical foul.
He's at midcourt, center circle, and he won't leave. And he's been asked to leave 2 or 3 times, and he's still in the center circle, and they tell him to leave again. Get off the court. Timeout, Alton.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
On a 50-50 call, a lot of times you see them giving timeouts when they really shouldn't, and maybe there's another example of that. When a player's in trouble, they get bailed out by timeouts a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those gray areas where I'm not sure that I really agree with that change where anybody can call that timeout because, like you said, it's a bailout, and Alton definitely was able to benefit from that because just getting ready to say they were careless with the ball and turned it over there, and truthfully, I don't blame Mike Waldo for being upset there. Boy, he thought his team was able to force the turnover. You get a ball back there, you get a score, it's 8, maybe even 7, you're back to within single digits. Now you got to play defense all over again.
Now he gets the technical after the timeout. He kept it up at the scorer's table, and finally the technical comes, and it should have come a lot earlier, I guess.
Well, it was...
In a 10-point game, the Redbirds will try to make it more.
A lot of times these are just to maybe spark your team up. And he knew he was going to get one eventually. He's been around this game a long time.
Long time. A lot of victories in his career.
Yeah.
And
your old alma mater.
Marquette for just a year or two. In the air, and it is no good by Lawrence. Here comes another.
That's funny how a coach's technical goes down as a team foul.
Doesn't seem right.
No.
Here's another free throw. And it is no good. Missed them both.
And Mike Waldo knew it. He got what he wanted out of that. Got the missed free throws, so no harm, no foul. Now he's trying to see if that maybe lifts his team up a little bit, but might have come a little too late here.
Townser in the front court. He's being fouled. No call. Now jump ball call.
And he got the timeout there. Wow.
Now they call a jump ball. That's a bad call.
Yeah, it's the same official, too.
And it's going to be Alton ball on the arrow, but that's a foul and then a timeout and then a jump ball.
I thought he got the timeout before the jump ball.
Oh, easily. Now a foul as Bradley is hammered on the sideline. And that foul's going to go on Josh White, it looks like. Maybe. He was there.
Yeah, there was another one there.
3 Tigers were there.
And it's going to be White. See, you know what you're talking about.
Take your pick.
You got him down pat.
2:36 to go in the game. Alton leading 49-39. A couple of minutes after 9. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. In just a little while, we have the Shells and the Oilers from Roxana High School.
I wonder how that thing's going over there.
Shells and Oilers from Shell Country. Bradley hits the first free throw, hits the second free throw. 51-39, Alton. Without that quick start, we're basically at a tie ball game. 11-0 Alton, though, to start tonight's game. That's 10 points for Bradley, by the way. 11 for Shane Matthews. Shane with 3 threes tonight. Maybe getting his shooting touch back. Now a travel down on the block as Townser let Trey Harris just lean in, and then he moved out of the way and he fell down. Alton ball, 2:23 to go in the game.
Yeah, it just got out of control, and another turnover for the Tigers. 15 in the game.
For the Redbirds, Scruggs, Bradley, Townser, Hart, and Matthews on the floor. They throw it into Bo Hart. Hart catches it, blocking foul on Josh White.
Wow.
As he may have gotten there a step too late. 50-50 call. White with his third foul. Right into the front court there. 2:22 to go, and Hart at the line. Bo will try to go for double digits here. In the air, in and out, all the way around the rim, no good.
Missing some free throws in this fourth quarter.
Hart now 3 out of 5 on the night. Again after the game, our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Here's Hart, good, 52-39 with 2:22 remaining. Redbirds trying to prevail tonight over their old rivals, the Tigers. 11-0 start. It was 14-2 at one point. Tigers miss a shot. Bradley with the rebound. Alton ball, 2:10 to go. Foul, White on Townser in the backcourt.
Might have been the last gasp there.
Townser 2 points on the night, but steals, assists, rebounds. Jaquale at the line.
2 points in the game.
For number 2, it's no good. He misses the free throw. And another free throw coming. And the shot. Free throw, no good. Missed them both.
Man, taking some ugly free throws this quarter.
52-39, Redbirds. Scruggs with a near steal at the free throw line. Defense on Lewis. Lewis whips it to Covington. 3, no. Rebound, Shane Matthews. Gives it to Bradley. Tony Bradley is fouled in the backcourt.
Might have to get to a point here where you just call off the dogs and say forget it.
1:46 to go in the ball game. Bradley at the line. He is 4 for 4. 10 points. Tony puts it up and in. (53-39) now. 1:46 again remaining in the ball game. Here's another. Bradley missed that one off the rim. Here come the Tigers with 1:40 to go. White to the corner to Trey Harris. Now Covington in the lane. Missed the shot around McLemore, who's in. Rebound Vontae Campbell the other way. Gives to Townser with 1:27 remaining. Bradley to Townser again.
Mike Waldo wants him to foul. Nobody's, or either that or play hard here. I don't know.
Now Bradley fouled by Trey Harris.
Looks like Alton's going to snap that losing streak, eh?
Been a few years.
Not just the losing streak against Edwardsville, but a 4-game losing streak this year.
And only their second conference win of the year. Bradley's free throw is good. Redbirds will be 8-9, and they'll shoot for 500 tomorrow night against the Jerseyville Panthers in that tournament. 2 for 2. Bradley made them both. He had 6 points coming into the fourth quarter, Tony did. And he's got 7 more in the fourth, so 13 in the game. 1:10 to go, and hand check foul on
the last thing you want to do.
Townser. 55-39 our score. Tigers at the line, trailing by 16 points. There's Josh White at the free throw line. 14 points for him, right? 3 threes.
You're correct.
Free throw, good.
You're wrong. 15 now.
15 out of their 40. And Bush silenced tonight, really, 9 points.
And it all came in the first half. Nothing here.
He's their leading scorer these days at 11 points per game. Harris, 11 points per game. Missed that free throw, and over the back is Lewis for Edwardsville.
Yeah, and Harris with 3 points tonight.
And you look at White, he's averaging 5.5 points per game, and he's tripled that tonight.
Right.
Almost. And here's Lewis, or make it Lawrence, at the free throw line. 55-40 lead, and Lawrence misses another free throw.
Just a bunch here in this fourth quarter, haven't they?
8 misses.
Correct. Only 6 makes.
Bradley.
And he's got 5
out of 6. Lawrence rolls one in here. Lawrence, one free throw.
1 for 4.
56-40. Alton with a 16-point lead.
19 has been as big as it's gotten.
At 39-20. 1 minute to go in the ball game. Redbirds a minute away. Top of the key. Shot missed. Rebound under there. Tigers had it. Hart tried to save it. Out of bounds. Edwardsville ball still. And again, our Mungan Alton Toyota player of the game coming up. At halftime, it was 30-18 Alton. Edwardsville will drop to 8-7, 3-4 in the conference. Down low, McLemore reaching around with a foul. The sophomore for Alton will pick one up. And with 51 seconds to go, the Tigers at the line.
Everybody in the double bonus now.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. And don't forget, we'll be shooting with the Shells and Oilers here coming up. Dennis Laird and Brian Lewis on the call, so stay tuned for that.
Bush with a chance. He can't even get the free throws to go down. Trying to get into double figures.
This one is good. 10 points for Bush. (56-41) ball game. Alton, Bradley fouled in the backcourt again.
It's going to be it for Lewis, number 5.
And he did not score in the first half. Came alive a little bit with 9 points in the second half. 48 seconds to go. Bradley is at the line again. Bradley got us started tonight with 2 free throws, 12 seconds into the game.
Alton never trailed.
Never trailed. Went to 11-0 Redbirds early on. It was 8-0 with 7:11 to go in the first quarter. That's how quickly the Redbirds start was tonight.
And it was 11-0, right, with 6:14 to go.
Yeah. Bradley, free throw, good.
So 49 seconds into this game, you're looking at a 8-point deficit.
3 ball missed by the Tigers. Lawrence out of there to Townser, now to Matthews. Long pass to Hart. He'll back it up to the midcourt stripe. Tony Bradley. Shane Matthews. Back to Tony Bradley. 25 seconds to go. Redbirds 57, Tigers 41. Bradley fouled by Bush. He's done. Another Tiger fouls out of the game. Bradley to the line.
He's had a busy fourth quarter.
Yes, 14 points.
He's only taken one field goal attempt, knocked that down. 8 points in this fourth quarter.
6 of 8 from the line in the quarter. This one's good. He'll try again. "20 seconds to go." Bradley, another free throw. It's up and short off the front iron. 58-41, Redbirds. Inside, little short shot is good for the Tigers. Cropper with 2. And the Redbirds in the backcourt. Townser is fouled with 5 seconds to go. And Alton, 58-43. What will the final score be? Redbirds 8-9 with the win. 2-5 now in the conference. But a big win for the Redbirds to beat the Tigers, that's for sure. Townser hits the first free throw.
Well, just to get a win in the conference.
And to hold Edwardsville to 43 points.
Yeah.
Alton had 42 going into the fourth quarter. Up and in, Townser 2 for 2. 60-43, and that might be it. Tigers get ready to throw it in. 5 seconds left. They throw it in, and a 3-ball at the buzzer is no good. And that's the ball game. The Alton Redbirds win it 60-43. Back with the post game from Alton High in a moment. Redbirds over the Tigers tonight. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Welcome back to Alton High School. The Redbirds win it in front of a big crowd tonight over their old rivals, the Edwardsville Tigers. It's a 17-point win for Alton, 60-43 tonight. The Redbirds spent most of the night with a double-digit lead tonight, Louis.
Yeah, considering less than 2 minutes into the game, you're up by double digits. It's 11-0 before the Tigers could even sneeze. And it's pretty much over and done with right off the bat. Alton was a team that came out ready to play in this game right from the get-go, and they got that double-digit lead. It did shrink a couple of times, but they were able to keep the Tigers within arm's length, and then finally in that second half, we're finally able to push back, stretch it out even further. They led by as many as 19, and they win this one by 17, and they break that losing streak against the Tigers, and they break a 4-game losing streak, get that second win in the conference, which is important.
8-9 now for Alton. Edwardsville drops to 8-7 on the year. Tigers and Redbirds will play again the rematch at Edwardsville at the end of February, Friday, February 25th. That will wrap up the regular season, so that'll be a big game at Edwardsville High when they rematch later in the season. There's still a long season to go, of course, in the Southwestern Conference. So Fallon leading the way right now, but the Redbirds with a big win nonetheless here tonight as Bradley scores 15 points. Shane Matthews with 11. Bo Hart scores 9. Vontae Campbell with 6. Chris Lawrence also with 6. The Redbirds had a first quarter where they scored 18, a fourth quarter where they scored 18, and they win it by 17.
Don't be surprised if these teams see each other again in the postseason as well.
True.
It's happened a number of times. So, and believe me, these games here, especially this one, that last meeting is going to be pretty irrelevant. When it comes down to seeding time, they're going to look at this one in Alton with a convincing win. So keep an eye on that as well.
And our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game, I think I have to go with Shane Matthews. 3 threes and a big one in the fourth quarter, a couple of big ones in the second quarter, and he scores 11 points here tonight. But the Redbirds with a team effort, all of those players scoring here tonight, 2, 4, 6, 8 different scores.
Well, they forced 6 turnovers in the first quarter, and Edwardsville finished with 15. So, and 3 of them were in the first minute of the game where they were just relentless off the inbounds passes. Were able to get some quick steals, some quick buckets. Again, it's 8-0, less than a minute into the game. And before the Tigers could even get that ball across midcourt, they're looking at a double-digit deficit, and it was just uphill for them the whole night. They finished 16 of 42 from the floor. Alton was 18 for 46, so not really the greatest shooting night, but effective in a number of different ways. Offensive rebounding really stood out here tonight.
Yeah, Alton had a lot of offensive rebounds and a lot of second chance points and second chances overall. We're going to get to the Shells and the Oilers in just a couple of minutes. Shells and Oilers coming up from Roxana High School Gymnasium. Our final here tonight, though, Alton High 60, Edwardsville 43. Thanks to all of our sponsors and our engineer tonight, Brian Hennigan. For my partner, Louis Korak, this is Brent Birkland. So long from Alton High School.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the River Bend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the River Bend.